practices presented yesterday by the CHARME meeting here in Iași were completely inspirational for us. They gave us so many ideas, they gave us so many perspectives, new perspectives. The ones that really were challenging for us and we are willing to apply are related to the ones that you probably have already installed in the Palace of Culture as the virtual reality. Also, we saw that the challenges that all the cities face and all the perspectives for the future regarding what we can do with the digitization of cultural heritage are the same. So we are feeling that we are achieving something together, we are working together, we are thinking about with our advisory partner and with the cities, we are now seeing things that we can exchange, that we can improve in our policies. So I would say that the virtual reality, all the use of artificial intelligence in the way we communicate is one of the main ideas that we took from here, and we are willing to put in practice in Coimbra, having also the expertise and the background of all the cities and that the advisory partner. So we are thankful for all the extensive ways and manners that this meeting in Iași gave us the opportunity to share and think about. Also the projects that the other cities shared with us, for instance Turku, regarding the databases and the way that our museums can improve the way they collect data and the way you use the data. All of these are very important features regarding digitization that we will certainly use and apply to our city, which shows that this meeting in Iași, this interregional meeting in Iași, was profoundly inspirational for Coimbra, for our museum, and of course for the CHARME project itself.
Well, I saw many interesting practices yesterday. The one with AM visors and visual visor with augmented reality, I think was really interesting. We could use it to give some additional information to attract people, and I think we are going to include in our call, in our development studies.
I thought that the reconstruction of the different stages of the palace in Iași was very impressive, like how much historical data had been analyzed and how it was presented in 3D, presented and analyzed in 3D format was really impressive. In Finland we don't quite have something that is comparable to the palace, but obviously we have old buildings and monuments that have many historical stages, and so we've been thinking of how to present all the different stages, and this gave a very nice idea of how it could be done.
Well, my region is affected by aging population, so heritage and cultural heritage should have heirs, and we have to speak to young people, as yesterday and as you do in Iași, that you involved students and from peer-to-peer conversation, understanding each other and bringing experience. At that age, we could effectively build up heirs for our cultural treasures.
We've seen many examples of good practices presented, but among those, one of the best I think is the one from Finland, because here in Iași we need a similar database in which to gather all the monuments from the town, to make it a digital perspective, gathering information for each monument, to have data for the history of the monument, the architects involved, to have this put on a map, and this database to be accessible to all important factors, university administration, city hall, and all this data will be useful in managing the heritage of the town.
It's very hard to choose because there are so many interesting practices, but I think I was fascinated with the Musear app because it really shows the historical objects in use, and that sometimes can be really difficult for especially young generations to understand what they have been used for. So I think that was really clever. And maybe also, all in all, I think it's really interesting to hear about the journey of these different projects, maybe a little bit also about their struggles, because I think sometimes the journey is more valuable for us than the result, especially for us that are coming maybe a couple of steps behind and trying to do the same things.
I was particularly interested in the Musear application, the application that permits us to see a bit how the machine work function. In Poitiers, in the museums of Poitiers, we have artwork collections, very, very diverse, and we have ethnographical pieces, and we have machines. We have weaving machine à tisser, and I thought that the application was very, very simple, and to me it was just what an application and what digitalization must be, something very simple that enhances the comprehension without doing too much, and that really allows people to understand things that they would not understand that quick by reading some neighbors, you know.
Each project of each city was very interesting, but the most relevant for our city of Lviv was a project of Turku about the database of cultural heritage sites, because now our city is moving through the war with Russia and we need to create the similar database, like the big online platform with all our cultural heritage sites and historical sites, so to save the memory of them.
Yesterday was a day full of presentation and amazing ideas from all the partners, not only from Iași but also from the entire Europe. And it's very hard to choose only one, but if I have to really think what would be great to implement here, I think the gamification that Poitiers implemented in their museums in order to create like an attractive application for kids and families to understand better the history, to understand better the importance of the archaeology. This is the one I think we can manage to do it in Iași together with the good practices that we already have in the Palace of Culture.
Well, I have to say that several good ideas has been developed and discussed during this event, and I think that the most relevant is the methodology that I have seen, which put together different specific action within a common strategy of valorization. I think that to me, the one could connect tourism with social engagement, with social inclusion and young people awareness is something that really deep his roots in this context and can be translated also in Pavia and around, due to the fact that it is related to preservation of identity and memories and looks to the future, engaging new generations.